This is a comparative analysis between Haiti's and Brazil's War of Independence. So the connections between the mother country and the colony by the time of independence is significantly different for Haiti and Brazil. Since Brazil had a diplomatic takeover and had minimal warfare in order to achieve independence, it was soon recognized as a nation by Portugal in 1825. In context, Brazil's got its independence in 1822, meaning new trade connections formed between Brazil and Portugal. Furthermore, Portuguese culture was still very much apparent in Brazil since they didn't kill many Portuguese people who lived in Brazil. In addition to that, since Brazil had a peaceful takeover, the social structure remained intact. This is demonstrated by the fact that the monarch in Brazil was Dom Pedro, who was of Portuguese descent. Furthermore, slavery also continued for almost 6 decades after independence in Brazil, showing that the social structure hadn't changed much. However, Haiti had a very violent revolution, and thus the connection between them and the French was eroded by the time of independence. This is demonstrated by Dessalines' killing of almost all French colonists in Haiti and preparing his army for a French invasion. Furthermore, the social structure the French had established completely changed since the white colonists were not at top but driven out, and the enslaved population was atop the social structure. Even when the French did recognize Haiti as an independent nation, they demanded war reparations from Haiti and thus further eroded economic connections between the French and Haiti. Okay, so the reason that the mother country couldn't suppress both of these revolutions was in part because of the French Revolution and the Napoleonic Wars. In Haiti's case, since the French introduced the idea of every man being equal, this influenced the revolution in Haiti because the slaves wanted to be equal with the white colonists. Furthermore, since France was having a revolution at that time, they couldn't suppress the revolution that happened in Haiti because of lost resources, mainly in their army and economic resources. So even when the French tried to suppress the Haitian Revolution under the rule of Napoleon Bonaparte, they couldn't because the enslaved population in Haiti was significantly higher than the French, and the enslaved population in Haiti knew their land better and used guerrilla warfare to their advantage. Now, in Brazil's case, the French Revolution was also the reason Portugal couldn't suppress the Brazilian War of Independence, or most not like a full-on war, basically, because since Napoleon invaded Portugal in the Napoleonic Wars, they couldn't send their army to Brazil to suppress the revolution. Furthermore, since the regent Dom João took refuge in Brazil and introduced many new reforms in Brazil, the Brazilians actually got the motivation to rebel against Portugal because of the Napoleonic Wars and the French Revolution. Now, in the context of leadership patterns after and during the War of Independence, there was a lot of fluctuation in Haiti since they had 3 leaders in a very short period of time. And while some of them followed the example of, I don't know if I'm pronouncing this right, Louverture, who was the leader during the Haitian Revolution and was taken away by France, others didn't. This was due to the situation being very different for Christophe Dessalines and Pétion. During these 3 leaders' time, Haiti was in an economic crisis, and thus this led them to make some decisions which were very different than the leader during the Haitian Revolution. However, all of them and Pétion, Christophe, and Dessalines were very different from each other as well. However, all of them shared the idea that the elites or the nobles of Haiti should lead the country, and by elites or the nobles, these are men who were free slaves during when Haiti was a colony of France. Okay, they all had the idea that the elites or the nobles should lead the country. The most important leader for Haiti's future was Pétion, who established a system of subsistence farming in Haiti, which went against all 3 other leaders who were more plantation agriculture. However, in Brazil, Dom Pedro was a leader of Brazil during the revolution and after the revolution for a long period of time, meaning there was no fluctuations and no 3 different leaders. But he did make changes in his rules since he wrote a constitution which was liberal and advanced for his time, even though it granted him all the power. Furthermore, he also followed the example of his father, Dom João, and had a Senate, Chamber of Deputies, and a ministry, meaning that there was still Portuguese influence on Dom Pedro and in part on Brazil because the idea of ministries and other government entities came from there. Now, society after independence. So, in Haitian society was altered significantly since the social structure changed completely. The whites who previously held power were now persecuted or killed, and the enslaved population were now the nobles and elites in Haiti. However, within the enslaved population, the free slaves before the revolution got to be leaders and nobles, while the enslaved slaves were peasants, and under Dessalines and Christophe had to also work on plantations, meaning there was little to no change in the daily lives of the enslaved people who were already enslaved during the period when Haiti was a colony of France. In Brazil, however, the social structure remained largely the same since the leader of the nation of Brazil was still Portuguese descent and the natives or the enslaved still didn't have a right to participate in any kind of government. Okay, now US versus Brazil versus Haiti, some key differences in nation building. So, some differences between nation building in Haiti and the US is that in Haiti, slavery was abolished, largely because it was a revolution by the enslaved people. But in the United States, slavery wasn't abolished until later. Furthermore, the United States made a constitution which led to the establishment of a democratic system for mainly white landowners. So, however, in Haiti, there was a monarchy. The same applies for Brazil, but in Brazil is a little bit different since there was a constitution which was established in Brazil, but it granted all the power to the emperor. So there was still kind of a monarchy in Brazil because the emperor had all the power according to the constitution, but a constitution was established. In addition to that, another difference between the United States and Brazil will be that Brazil gained its independence with Portugal with minimal warfare. However, the U.S. revolutionary process was full of wars and bloodshed. That was a comparative analysis. Thank you.